So for the pocket now, this is not a flay. Don't get it twisted. So this is what I did. I placed my hand like this, measured 6 from here to down here. So my hand is going to be here. So meaning this is going to be the lower part of the sleeve, while this is going to be the length. So I don't want, if you want to use square, but I don't want to. So I want something that will sit flat and perfectly on my body. So that's why I have it like this. So this place I have here is just a little length here. It's just a little length. It's meant to, I just decided to, okay, let me do something like this. So is you can leave it straight and something like this. Sure, you understand. So that is that for the pocket. Just place your, make sure that you can see when I spread it out, it is enough for my hand. So I use this, I measure from here to here. I measure 6 inches using that as a guideline. And this place is meant to be the length of my sleeve. That's this place here, this is the length of my sleeve. So if you look at it, this is what I have now. So it is okay for my sleeve to sit in. And if I want to keep anything in my pocket, this SS now is okay for me to keep whatever it is that I want to keep. So I'm simply going to go ahead, place it on my fabric, placing my fabric on fold, and use it to cut another piece of my sleeve, of my pocket rather. So so this is what I'm talking about. You can see I just drew a straight line here. Where I said is the excess, that's the extra length that my pocket have. So I just drew a straight line here. So I'm going to use this as a guideline for this place. So I'm just going to cut this place now, follow this place all the way and cut all the other shaping and show you how it looks. So once I cut it out, this is what I have. Now I've measured from here. I'm going to measure, you can use, since my pocket opening is 6, so I can use 6.5 or 6 1/4. Just make sure that whatever you measure, you are going to sew it. So I've marked that 6.5. I'm going to notch that point so that I'll know that okay, my sleeve must stop here, it must start here and it must stop here. So use 6.5 and leave this place like that. So I'm going to notch this part now. So once I notch it, this is what I have. So I've notched it, you can see that point, I've notched it. So now that is that for my sleeve. Then I can go ahead and sew this place and cover this place. That's this place here and this place. So I'm just going to leave this point here to this point so that I'll be able to join it to the main gown body. So let's get to that. For this for the pockets, I don't know why I keep calling it pockets. So I hope you understand. When you see this fabric and you hear me say sleeve, note that it is pocket. So now, this is right side place on right side. So I have to sew the wrong side so that I can open it up and do the normal top stitching. So remember, this is the opening. This is the pocket opening here. So I'm going to bring this like so and sew all the way. So I'm going to bring this over this way too. And from that same line now, that's the same line here. I hope you can see. I'm going to simply measure the 6 for the pocket opening because it must be up to 6. So I'm going to start my sewing from that point. So I've done the same thing for this one too. Using that place, I'm going to simply, you can see what I have. So my time is at the side, I have something like this. So I'm simply going to turn this over this way and top stitch it. So, and if you are sure that okay, what you have is if you sew it perfectly, you can just omit this top stitching part. Sure, you understand? You could omit it. But when you just top stitch, it's a way to secure your pocket perfectly. So now this is what I have. So I can go ahead and top stitch. Just make it smooth, though. Very smooth. So I'm doing this so that I don't have excess fabric around that place. one now, the M doesn't need because there is no seam line there. So I'm just going to turn it over, bring it to this side and top stitch as well. But if there's a seam line at the M, I would have done the same thing. So that is that. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the second pocket. I'm done. The next thing now is to fix in the sleeve. Now, so I'm even thinking maybe I should like fix the sleeve permanently outside like this. But no, I'm not doing it. So, and because of the fabric I'm actually using, it's something that is not going to last. So I can't put it here. So now what I'm going to do is place the right side. This is the right side of my pocket, and bring it over. Note that this is the top, this is the down part. So I'm going to bring it over to my pocket opening here, matching up the right side to right side together, and I'm going to sew it all the way around. So let's get to that. So right side facing right side, matching it up properly, bringing it here like so. So I'm sewing it all the way. So you have to be careful. Make sure you don't sew another side of your fabric with it. So this is the tricky part of this. And I'm going to match it up. Just going slow and steady. So you just maintain the seam allowance that you have left. That's when you add close to the side. So this is it. So I'm going to turn it over, making sure that I don't sew on the other side of my fabric. So you can see my, I hope you can see it clearly. The sides here are matching up as well. So I have to match it up. You see? Closing it now to this point. So I'm going to keep going, turning this over as well. So I'm going to keep swinging it. I have to remove it so that I can have easy way through. So I have to bring it here now. Probably turn it to the wrong side so I can have an easy way through there. So this is where I stopped. I'm going to bring it here and keep swaying to this space. So now I'm done with the first pocket. I'm going to show you how it looks actually. So this is it. That means I just have to pull this inside this way. So if I want, which I may likely do, I can top stitch it as well. So this is what I have now. You can see this is the pocket opening. So I can go ahead and top stitch it too. So this is it here. Now this is my pocket sitting flat the way it is meant to. I hope you can view it inside. This is it. So it's sitting flat the way it is meant to now. So I'm going to go ahead and fix the other side too as well. This is my pocket opening. Bringing the right side on the right side. Note that it must be like this, not don't go and make mistake of doing it like this. So it's going to, you can see the pocket is not going to sit properly. So you have to first bring it like this way, the way it's meant to sit perfectly. Then you put your right side on the right side. So this way, and you can go ahead and sew together. So let's go ahead. So if all your measurements are actually accurate, the seam is going to match up. That's the seam on the pocket and the seam on the sides of the shirt. They're going to match up where it's meant to be. So I'm going to still make this before I turn it over. I'm going to still come it more. I'm just going to go ahead and seam this now. So that's that for this. Now I'm going to trim off that place so that I can top stitch it as well. So I can top stitch it. I'm not going to do it like this. Let me show you. Once I'm done, I have to bring my pocket in. So it needs a nice press. So once I'm done, I'm going to pull it in this way. So in fact, without top stitching it, the moment I give it a nice press, everything is going to sit tight. So I'm going to go ahead and trim off this place. So if you want, if you don't have the weaving machine, you can go ahead and just close this place maybe with your Ankara fabric or with your bias. So I'm going to trim it off so that I can close that point. And once I'm done with that, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to work with this point now. So this is the next point I'm going to, that's the facing and the buttonhole